Today, we are joining our fellow Smart Moms agents on a trip to Saratoga Springs to see how they rank this resort. Watch until the end to see why we think this would be a good fit, or not, for your family. Welcome to the Smart Moms Plan Disney Travel Channel, where we ask the question, why plan alone? Our agents are rating all things Saratoga Springs from 1 to 5 Mickey bars, with 1 being it's still great, but it could use some more magic, and 5 being Walt himself filled it with so much magic it is actually exploding pixie dust. First up, the rooms. Do you think the rooms are fun? Is there enough space, or do you feel it's crowded? What are your thoughts?
The rooms at Saratoga Springs were just renovated, not too long ago, but they are beautiful. I just want to live in them full time. The decorating in those rooms is so pretty. I've stayed in those 2 bedrooms, I've stayed in the 3 bedrooms. They're so big and spacious. We've had I think 10 plus people staying in those villas, and there's room for everybody. There's a full kitchen. It's probably nicer than my own kitchen. There's the king beds, and there's rooms with the 2 queen beds, and then there's the master bedroom has the jacuzzi tub. It's wonderful. I would rate the rooms at Saratoga Springs the full 5 Mickey bars. I love them.
Next, let's see what they thought about the pools. Pool bar? Were the leisure pools leisurely enough? Did you feel the magic going down the water slide?
I'm gonna give the pools at Saratoga Springs 4 Mickey bars. And the only reason why I'm going with 4 instead of 5 is because it doesn't have the lazy river like the beach club. Other than that, I think that these pools are amazing, phenomenal. The main pool has a lot to do, a lot of activities. It's got a big kid slide and a little kid slide, but I actually do prefer the paddock pool. It still has the leisure pool, it has a slide, and it has a kiddie area with a splash pad and a slide, and I think it's a little less crowded. And I feel the magic going down the slide at the paddock pool a little bit more.
I think they're really nice. I like the pretty waterfall type water slide. But other than that, I think that in comparison to some of the other deluxe resort pools, they're lacking a little bit. I would probably give the pools themselves 3 Mickey bars out of 5.
We asked the agents what they thought about the dining at Saratoga Springs. You have the Turf Club, Artist Palette, Paddock Grill, and Chippendale's Cafe.
Food-wise at Saratoga, there's a pool bar, and that was pretty nice. It's convenient, it's right there. Nice selection of drinks. And then the quick service spot is a little bit confusing when you go in. You're not really sure where you're supposed to order because it's also combined with the gift shop. But once you figure out how to order the food, it's actually really good. There's a pizza that I got there, and I craved it so much that the next time I went to Saratoga Springs, it was the first thing I did. I went and ordered that pizza. I would give the pool bar and the quick service spot, I guess 4 Mickey bars out of 5.
I'm gonna give the dining at Saratoga Springs 4 Mickey bars. They have phenomenal quick service dining. The Artist Palette has lots of options. There's something that you could get something different every day. They have lots of snacks, and they've got the little market. And their pool bars have nice quick meals that we ate quite often. However, I don't think that they have enough sit-down dining. And if you're a family who likes sit-down dining, I don't think Saratoga Springs has enough options of those, so 4 Mickey bars for me.
One of the most important questions we get asked is about transportation. Here are some thoughts to consider.
Saratoga Springs is a really big resort, and it only has bus transportation to the parks. I've stayed in the preferred sections, and it is a much shorter walk, I think, to the bus stops. And I've never had to wait too long for a bus to come, but there are plenty of bus stops throughout the resort. So if you're at one of those last bus stops, I could see the bus being full when you get there. So I would think that transportation is probably the thing that I would want to change the most at Saratoga Springs. And I would give transportation for the buses to the park probably a 2 out of 5 Mickey bars. It does have boat transportation to Disney Springs, and I love that. And I'd like to be able to walk to Disney Springs. That's pretty cool.
I'm going to give the transportation options at Saratoga Springs 3 Mickey bars. The only transportation options to the parks are buses, and I know that families with young children and strollers struggle with buses because you have to fold them up. However, we have teenagers, so we haven't experienced that, and on top of that, we also have never had to wait for a bus. The buses were always there when we need them.
And the most asked question is about price. Let's see if our agents think it's worth the money.
I give Saratoga Springs 5 Mickey bars for being worth the price. I think that this is a great deluxe resort at a lower cost point, and I think that this has all of the deluxe benefits. You can get the extended evening hours, and it's a quieter resort, but it still has all of the fun and the pool slides, the hot tubs, everything that you could need, but at a lower cost value. So it's 5 for me.
I think that if you have a large group and you want to stay at a deluxe resort, it's the way to go. Because in comparison to if I wanted to do a large group at another deluxe resort that didn't have 2 or 3 bedroom villas available, I would be probably spending a little bit less staying at Saratoga. I would say it is worth the money if that's what you're looking for. 4 out of 5 Mickey bars.
Final thoughts. What families do you think would be the best fit for this resort and why?
I think Saratoga Springs is good for families with kids of any age, really. They've got tons of things to do. Their pools cater to both the younger kids and the older kids with the different slides and the splash pads. They've got the community hall, they've got arcades, they've got the tandem bikes. So really and truly, if you have kids of any age, Saratoga Springs is a perfect fit for your family.
If you are thinking of traveling with a big family, Saratoga Springs is where it's at. Like a big family, a big group, extended family. I've been on trips with like 10 plus people. Staying at Saratoga Springs that's a good way to go. I think that's really the crowd that I would suggest Saratoga Springs for. Big families, big groups.
Have you stayed at Saratoga Springs yet? If you have, drop your Mickey bar ratings in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.